some more. A lot of y'all don't know about this nigga right here. I don't think a lot of y'all know about this nigga. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Chick Willie Silly, man, aka Mr. Take It Easy for you end up life easy. But make sure y'all follow my Instagram and Twitch in the description down below. Everything you know about your boy Jay is in the description down below. Now, this man right here, man, oh my God. This who SGA remind me of, bro. This is exactly who SGA. You can tell SGA grew up watching James Harden. You can tell, bro. This is exactly who he reminds me of. James Harden, bro. You know what I mean? And James Harden and them Clippers looking dangerous for sure. This nigga right here, man. See, these little kids don't understand, man. Don't compare SGA to prime James Harden. Don't do it. I bet not see a nigga do it. I bet not see him do it. You know what I mean? Don't do it. This nigga right here feared the beard. Was crazy, man. You know what I mean? Honestly. You say he deserves a ring. He for sure does not deserve nothing. He is in a Clippers uniform. So he will be treated like a Clipper. You know what I'm saying? But this nigga right here was insane, man. Prime James Harden. Insane. Insane so much it had me
as one of the
thinking to the brain, like
in league history. I mean, you have to, right? 36 points per game, 57.
You know what I'm saying? You think what SGA doing crazy? Well, we're averaging 36 points per game, bro. It wasn't even close when it came to his MVP race.
I mean, you have to, right? 36 points per game, 57 30-point games, a month where he averaged damn near 44 a night, and a streak of 32 consecutive 30-point games. It was a historically great season, one that was only made possible by what happened just a year prior. Harden and the Rockets had seemingly cracked the code, up 3-2 in the 2018 Western Conference Finals against the Warriors' juggernaut, and they fumbled it. They lost Game 6 on the road and then collapsed in Game 7 at home, clanking 27 consecutive threes, including a dreadful 2 for 13 for the MVP. No one wanted to see Golden State back in the finals, but in hindsight, I'm glad it happened, because Harden's failure fueled the fire for his ridiculous 2019
I thought Houston had a chance, though. I ain't gonna lie. Houston, bro, was tough. Houston was tough back then, bro.
One that saw the league's best scorer turn into a human cheat code.
This nigga 2019 James Harden. Good
Harden
God
and the Rockets started out the 2019 season the same way the previous one ended, with an embarrassment. They got killed by 19 points at home on opening night, and James scored just 18.
He's that Chris Paul effect
to a season, and it became a theme. Harden plays well, they lose. 40 and 13, lose. 54, 8 and 13, guess what? They lost. 25, 11, 17 and 6 against a mediocre Dallas team, and they got smoked by 20 points. The Rockets were 9-9 to start the season in the 14th seed.
Knock that nigga in his face, boy. Don't ever touch that boy like that again, boy. I remember that fight like it was yesterday, boy. Don't touch that like that, boy. Knock that nigga in his face, boy.
The Rockets
got some sense to that nigga CP3.
Season in the 14th season.
What's wrong with you, boy?
These guys were supposed to be championship contenders. They were just one win away from the finals. But now, they're at the bottom of the standings. And after coming off a 3-game losing streak in mid-December, Harden was starting to get the hint that he'd have to take his game to a different level if he wants his team to win. So in the 27th game of the season at home against LA, he did just that.
Here's Harden, got the step and step. Oh, what a move, he said. Harden with a deep three, yes, and the foul. Play by ball.
Nigga gotta show that LA game. Out of all the games this nigga did good in, you wanna show that game, huh?
$50 points, 10 boards,
nigga so weird when it comes to the Lakers, bro.
Disgusting poster and flex all over JaVale McGee. This was the moment Harden got his swagger back. Just a few nights later, he drills a dagger step-back 3 against Utah to cap off a monster 47-point night. His next game, 35-9 in a win over the Wizards.
What step back was crucial.
500.
Crucial.
The very next night in a loss to Miami, Chris Paul injured his hamstring and he'll miss some time. This was a massive blow for the Rockets. But you're telling me James Harden is going to have the ball in his hands even more now? Sign me up. This dude is about to lose his mind. 39-10 in a win against the Spurs. He lights up the Christmas tree against OKC on Christmas Day.
Boy, that song was beautiful. But that was some freaking, hey, bro. That nigga Harden was hard. I ain't gonna care. That boy James Harden was hard, bro.
The Spurs, he lights up
that
the
nigga
Christmas
was nice
against OKC on Christmas Day with 41.
Houston James Harden was crazy.
Goes off for a light 45 and 9 threes. He drops off New Orleans with 41, 9 and 6, and on New Year's Eve against Memphis, he sparks some early fireworks with a 43-point triple-double for his 4th straight 40-point game. And Houston is on a 5-game winning streak. James Harden was breaking basketball and ankles. Jimmy Butler,
God.
Sauced up.
Oh,
Jamal Murray,
Jimmy Butler sauced up.
basketball and ankles. Jimmy Butler, sauced up. Jamal Murray, goodbye. Actually, you know what? Come back here.
I had to go and just say that right quick.
His signature step back was an
Oh my
ankle-breaking machine. Try to force him into the paint, and to everyone's demise, he'll draw fouls like it's nobody's business. Double team him, and he'll effortlessly swing no-look dimes for wide-open dunks. The Beard had the league in a chokehold, and he'd keep it rolling in his first game of the new year, because this one was personal. Warriors versus Rockets prime time on TNT. Harden was entering the defending champs' building with a fire unit on standby, averaging over 40 in his last 10 games. And considering these guys sent him home a year ago, the Beard was about to light their house on fire.
Yeah, boy, you can't guard him. You know that little nigga right here. You know that little guard right here can't guard you, what? That little nigga can't guard you, man. Go ahead and just screen roll. He can't guard you, bro. That little bro can't guard you. You know that little nigga can't guard you, man. You know that little nigga, man, get the fuck on, little nigga. What's wrong with you, what? Should be a fence guarding that nigga. Little nigga trying to guard that nigga for, man. Come on, PJ Tucker. That nigga out. And they didn't even call that. That was crazy, y'all. It was crazy. They didn't even call that out. That was crazy. I told y'all the refs always love the Warriors. They always love these little goofy out boys. Look at that nigga all the way out. Look at that nigga. You see the nigga? They ain't call that. They ain't call it out. Tell you, but the refs been cheating for these goofy out boys. That nigga was out. Look at that nigga. Y'all see this?
Absolutely. I mean, how do you miss that?
Let's be cheating, bro.
Trying to get free. Down to 3, down to 2. It's a good. He got it.
Niggas cheated and everything. Still lost.
Incredible shot. Rockets by 1 with 1 second to go.
Harden walked into the champs' building, dropped off 44, 10, 15 plus 10 threes, and shut the lights out with a double-teamed 30-foot game winner. This was James's 5th consecutive 40-piece and his 11th straight 30-point.
That nigga just asked, does James Harden deserves to be in the Hall of Fame? Look, even if he don't win the ring, bro, I know that hurts. Shut up talking to me, guy.
This dude wasn't just on fire, he was an inferno, pulling Houston all the way up to the 4th seed thanks to an 11-1 record in their last 12 games. It was all Harden, and he was just getting the party started. 38 in Portland, 32-14 against Denver, 42-11-6 on the Bucks, a 43-point triple-double and a win over the Cavs, and a magical 38-point, 12-assist performance against Orlando to extend his 30-point scoring streak to 16 games. This dude was out of control, and just when you thought he couldn't take it to another level, he does. A 57-point avalanche against Memphis in mid-January, and he follows it up by one-upping himself just 2 days later with a 58-point double-double to extend his 30-point scoring
But that step
streak
back
to
gave a nigga
20
nightmares.
consecutive games. We were witnessing one of the game's greatest scorers.
So I'm saying, Harden's still going crazy. Like, the Clippers dangerous, bro. Clippers still dangerous. Harden having a good season as of this year. You know, he nowhere near how he was at the Rockets for sure, but that nigga's still open as of right now, bro. I think that nigga just had like 30-some points last game.
His streak was even dubbed the Unguardable Tour, and his next stop was New York City, entering the Mecca on one of the greatest heaters in recent history. And for lack of better words, the Step Back King put on a show.
But that boy step back was deadly, bro. Like, look at this, man. That was just... Boy, step back was deadly. Who you think Curry got that from? Who you think Curry got that from? When you be seeing Curry do that, who you think he got that from? Who you think he got that from? Himself. That's what you believe. Got that from James, bro. Got it from Harden, bro. You know what I'm saying? Curry wasn't doing that before Harden. He wasn't doing that before Harden. He got that from that boy Harden. That's where he got it from. He seen Harden was a demon with that jump. You know what I mean? That's what he seen. You feel me? Hey, I mentioned Curry because he got a lot of goofy ops up in here. You know what I'm saying? That's why I mentioned Curry. But Curry got some goofy ops in there. Nigga, shut up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I mentioned that nigga got a lot of goofy ops up in this thing, nigga. You know what I mean? Nigga don't like when you talk about Curry. Look at him. You know what I'm saying? Talk about Curry. If I want to talk about that nigga Curry, nigga. Nigga talk about Bron, nigga. Y'all niggas stay talking about the Lakers. So when I bring up Curry as a problem now, I be taunting y'all niggas. I be disrespecting the heck out y'all niggas. Nigga, F Curry, nigga. Come on, man.
On a throwdown with 3 seconds left to put his team up 4, James notched 61 points on the night.
This nigga was
for the most ever by an opponent at MSG.
That nigga was a
This
demon.
was a cheat code, and he wasn't getting patched anytime soon. He followed his 60 piece with 35 against Toronto to get the Rockets' record to 28-20 as Chris Paul returned in their next game against Orlando, and it didn't slow him down one bit.
Yeah, Chris Paul better.
Yourself.
Chris Paul better back the freak up.
30, 43, 44, 36, 42, 31, 42, and 30 against the Lakers for his 32nd, yeah, you heard that right, his 32nd consecutive 30-point game of the season. And that's where the streak would end. He'd miss his next game due to injury and score just 28 in his return against Atlanta. Regardless, 32 straight 30-point games.
Bro, this is exactly like, y'all hear that instrumental, y'all? Like that instrumental? This is exactly how like the nigga played. I'm telling you, like for me, I love basketball to the freaking core. You know what I mean? Basketball is my favorite sport, then football, then baseball. But basketball is an art to me. It's an art. You know what I mean? Like it's an art. It's a masterpiece. You know what I mean? Masterpiece, man. Put in that little bucket, man. Just, you know, it's a masterpiece. So the instrumental that y'all hearing, hold on.
And that's where the streak would end. He'd miss his next game due to injury and score just 28 in his return against Atlanta. Regardless, 32 straight 30-point games.
See, that right there, you know what I'm saying? That right there, that's how that nigga played. It was so magical. Such a masterpiece.
And that's
gotta hear it again, y'all.
He'd miss his next game due to injury and score just 28 in his return against Atlanta. Regardless, 32 straight 30-point games is literally historical. It's the second longest streak in NBA history. We hadn't seen anything like this since Wilt Chamberlain nearly 60 years ago. The streak was over, but the team started a new one. The Rockets won 9 straight games to launch themselves from 5th to 3rd in the West with a 42-25 record. A far cry from where they were at the beginning of the season. Houston was finally looking like themselves again, and the beard was looking better than ever headed into the
Oh, that nigga was cold.
But I mean, this guy wasn't going to
James
the playoffs without putting on another show.
Thought James was gonna get one, dog. I ain't gonna lie, y'all.
57-8 against Memphis, but they lost. So 2 days later, he redeemed himself.
How can you redeem yourself with a 57-point game?
Harden from the parking lot. Gets it back to Harden. Harden to the basket. Lays it up and in. He steps back and fires. And hits. Harden. Got it. Back-to-back threes. Harden falls away. Fires it off the glass. He had to finish.
Boy, at 61. Appreciate the sub, chat.
Another
Appreciate the sub.
61-point performance, but that wasn't even the best part. With Houston down 6 with just 4 minutes left, Harden absolutely took over, scoring 13 straight points to go up 5 and win the game.
That's the thing about Harden. Like when it comes to him making shots, it's not hitting rim. You know what I mean? It's not hitting rim.
Houston down 6 with
Look at
just
this.
4 minutes left, Harden absolutely took over, scoring 13 straight points to go up 5 and win
It's
the
not
game.
hitting rim.
It was an
That's
MVP
net.
level performance.
It's all net right there,
We'll
man.
get back to that in just a second. In the final game of the season, James scored 39 to mark his 57th 30-point game of the year.
Just time him out. Whoever wishes death on people, just time him out. They get crazy, time him out.
Nearly doubling second place
When I say ban, ban.
George, while also tallying 28 40-point games, 9 50 pieces, and 2 60 bombs. This dude was the best in the world, or second best actually, because he didn't even win the MVP. Giannis Antetokounmpo walked.
Giannis was crazy this year too, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Now Giannis was crazy this year. Keep it real with you now. Harden was good, but no, Giannis was woo.
Actually, because he didn't even win the MVP.
Giannis was crazy this year.
Giannis Antetokounmpo walked away with the award pretty decisively, and it lit the NBA world on fire. The belief that Harden was robbed of the award was a common thought. He averaged 36, 6, and 7,
Yeah, that's crazy, though.
injury-riddled Rockets to the 4th seed while making history. In fact, 3 of the 5 basic statistical categories point to James.
That's crazy. How did Giannis win? Like, the freak? That's crazy. That nigga really did get robbed. Oh my God.
5 of the 8 advanced metrics.
Dang, how the freak did Giannis win?
Direction as well. The numbers say Harden, the voters do not.
What?
It was controversial, but he had to get over it. The playoffs were here, and after what happened last year, the Beard wanted his get back, and he would no doubt get his chance. Round 1 of the playoffs saw Harden and the Rockets face off against a second-year Donovan Mitchell in the Utah Jazz, and the outcome was predictable. I mean, look at how Rubio was guarding James in Game 1. That is not a winning strategy. The Rockets blitzed them by 32 points, and Game 2 was the same. Harden took off for a 32-point.
They got Ricky Rubio guarding James Harden,
and they're up 2-0 headed to Utah. Houston squeezed out a 3-point win in Game 3 behind a lackluster performance from Harden, and it was wraps. Utah threw one last punch with a win in Game 4, then Harden stuffed the stat sheet to close it out in Game 5 to win the series at home, which leads him directly to a second-round matchup against the team that's tortured him for the last half-decade. Warriors vs. Rockets was the rematch Harden and the entire basketball world so desperately craved. The Beard and his squad were foaming at the mouth for revenge after what happened in 2018. But in Game 1, they were reminded that these are the Golden State Warriors.
Not Golden State, bro. I'm telling you, without KD, bro, KD just was crazy, bro. Like, the nigga was just insane. It was KD, bro. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, bro, without KD, bro, I'm telling you, bro, they would have beat him, bro, for sure.
They were reminded that
beat the
these
goofy
are
out
the
boys.
Golden State
Just KD,
Warriors.
bro, like, godly, but you gotta worry about KD.
Harden went off for 35 points, but in a tight game, the efficiency just wasn't there. Steph Curry cashed in a dagger 3 with 24 seconds left to ice the game and take the lead in the series. And in Game 2, Golden State took care of business once again to go up 2-0. Harden was solid, but they'll need more from him if they want any chance against the defending champs. And Games 3 and 4 back home in Houston seemed like the perfect place to turn up.
Step back three. Harden, the drive, floats it up, shot's good. The Rockets will get the overtime win.
even at the perfect game from Harden, bro, like KD, like, bro, KD was so dominant. You know what I mean? Honestly, like, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't know. I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real with you. You feel me? Like, I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, KD was just unstoppable. Not saying Curry and Clay weren't doing nothing, but they won because of KD, bro. I was KD team.
This series has just gotten incredibly tight.
If y'all don't believe me, I did a video of KD Golden State Warriors era.
Bird was a flamethrower in games 3 and 4, frying the champs for 41, 9, and 6, and then cooking them again for a 38-point double-double and a 4-point win to tie the series at 2. Game 5 back in the Bay, though, was critical, and through the first half, it looked rough for Houston. They found themselves down 20 points late in the second quarter, so the Beard cranked it up a notch. He lit it up with a 12-point third quarter to get his team back in the game, and late in that third, they caught a break. Kevin Durant suffered a calf sprain on a jump shot, forcing him to leave the game and be listed as out for the rest of the series. The Rockets had a golden ticket sitting right in front of them. The only question is, will they cash it in? Well, the quick answer is no. It was Golden State who answered the call, coming up with clutch buckets late to take a 3-2 lead in the series. Once again, Harden played well with 31 points, but it just wasn't enough. So, as he entered Game 6 at home with his back against the wall, he came out firing. The Beard put up a massive 14-point first quarter to set the tone for his squad, but it stayed tight as they took a KD-less Warriors team tied into the second half. And that second half is where their season would end. The Beard's nemesis went ballistic for 33 points in the final 24 minutes, sending Harden and the Rockets home once again. In a season that saw him eviscerate teams like very few players ever have, the outcome was the same. Although it ended in heartbreak, 2019 Harden legitimately changed the game of basketball, so much so that it wouldn't be known until years later. The rule changes and the ever-evolving art of drawing fouls is all because of one man.
James
Love
Harden.
or hate him for it, 2019 Harden gave us a season that will forever be etched in history. I mean, for a while there, he was averaging 30. I mean, 32. 35. Or actually,
36.
you know what? Take it from here, Stephen A.
Yo, come on. That's bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, SGA remind me of this. SGA plays just like James Harden, bro. Plays just like him, bro.
29, 50,
He's nowhere near better, though.
35, 35, 39, 41, 45, 41.
That's what I feel like SGA gonna be like.
38, 32, 42, 43, 38, 57, and 58. Do you understand what you're witnessing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? How to do that. Yes, sir.